here with your September 2020 reading. If you guys are interested in this book, so many people have asked me about it. I'm just putting the link in the description. But our 2 quotes for September are, "Don't pay too much attention or take your emotions too seriously. What you feel is not who you are." Ariel Grunwald. And then the second one is, "To be loved means to be recognized as existing," by Thich Nhat Hanh. So I will leave you guys with that while I start shuffling for your reading. We'll see what is ahead for September 2020. All right, Leo. So you guys you're making some moves in silence. That's something that I've been saying this go around for a lot of the signs. People seem to be doing a lot of planning and a lot of making their moves in silence. You are exhibiting a lot of power. Honestly, you have the Knight card here and also Pluto. So the Knight, the light attribute is loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. And the shadow attribute is allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. Some of you guys, you have a lot of stuff coming up from your psyche, but it's helping to kind of move you towards whatever you feel like your destiny is in some kind of way. Partnership could be front and center for you guys this month in one way or another, but I do feel like the heart and soul of this reading is pointing to some kind of news. You're going to get some kind of news that cuts through some kind of confusion. Like you don't really know how something's going to turn out. Maybe you have a lot of options, but you are going to get kind of a sudden jolt of news. So, that'll make things clearer. Now, what I kind of don't like is that the future, we have the 5 of Cups, and I clarified that with the 9 of Pentacles. So this might feel like sorrow, regret, guilt, remorse, some kind of a letdown, but it's giving rise to some kind of new beginning, I think, and it's leading you towards more of an independent energy. Some of you guys might become some kind of entrepreneur in one way or another, but with the 5 of Cups, this looks like regret. Sometimes it's guilt. Some of you guys are waiting to find out if someone is pregnant or not. That's just something that's kind of coming through, but it doesn't have to be that. This is like any kind of news on things that are a little bit hazy here. Something that you're aware of is that you're waiting for this news with the Knight of Swords. This is the energy that doesn't really care about social consequence in one way or another. With this Knight energy, you might be in kind of a warrior mode, but you're leaving Knight energy behind. You have so many Knights coming out. Well, you have like the Knight card, and then you have 2 Knights, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So, you guys are aware that you're trying to push through, you're trying to get some kind of clarity, you have some kind of goal, you're going after it, and I feel like you're very intensely focused on this, maybe to the point of obsession here with the Pluto card, and you are 100% committed to it. The Knight of Wands is kind of known for being in and out. It is a determination. It's the chivalrous white knight, but you are trying to find your way around some kind of obstacle. You're no longer seeing the obstacles. You're just going to push through in something. So, yeah, that's what you're more aware of, though, is this just this desire to cut through and get right to the heart of whatever it is that you want. You feel like you're going after your destiny, basically. And you guys this could be working towards some kind of transformation. Some of you guys are putting practical steps in place to transform your life. You have a lot maybe of fears. You have a lot of just repressed kind of issues, but there's a lot going on under the surface for you this month, Leo. Yeah. So I'm going to clarify all this stuff, but let me just say what I'm seeing here first. The Strength card is something that you really don't see. There's something that's being held back from. This disappointment that might be coming your way might be actually leading you to something better. And this disappointment might just be a longer wait period than you realized. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming out. So this can be some kind of, nines are where we make negotiations with life. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it often talks about the sacrificing relationship in order to have some kind of career goal here. So there could be a relationship that you feel like you need to leave in the past, or just put down for now, but pick up later, because the Two of Cups back on the burner there on the table. That is our metaphorical back burner. But yeah, you could be kind of sad. There's a sadness, but then there's also like possibly more money coming in, and you might actually be doing really well in your career. So, and also this is shown up here, like you might have a lot of anxiety around this. A lot of this could be wait period, you know? You have a lot of fears that I feel like you might be keeping to yourself, and they might start to kind of come to the surface, but you're coming off very single-minded this month, Leo. And the best thing for you to do, like for the highest vibrational outcome, is this King of Pentacles, leaning into this very stable energy. The King of Pentacles is oftentimes a husband and a father, someone who's very stable, very abundant. He's kind of the drummer. He's like that's kind of how I look at him, like the keeper of, like he keeps time, you know? So this is like showing off your skill set, doing your best, especially because we have a lot of Pentacles energy. So if this is in the job sphere, and there could be like you're working towards more money in some kind of a way. For some of you guys, this news that's coming out might be big. It might disrupt your family situation in one way or another. This is something that you have been manifesting. Okay, relationship is balance and relationship, possibly making some kind of a choice to maybe it's putting you in a position where you have to choose your relationship or your career, and it's a really difficult decision for you to make this month, but you're trying to kind of remain balanced here. But this is something you're waiting on news. This news is going to upturn like some kind of a family situation. But it feels like you're setting down some kind of foundation for yourself. You're working towards your overall life vision. You're working towards your own success. And I feel like there is some kind of new beginning coming in with this communication in one way or another, but you might find yourself isolated, needing to make head over heart decisions and cut things out. But maybe I feel like this is going to lead to some kind of reconciliation. You might have to move away first in order to kind of, again, lay the foundation. That's another theme that's coming out. And then we have 2 pages here. So again, like some of you guys, I feel like are waiting on some kind of news about a relationship possibly, and maybe even like someone, if someone's pregnant or not. And perhaps you're already in a situation, and that's why we have the energy of betrayal kind of coming out, and secrecy. But that's just for some of you. Don't take that if it doesn't resonate. Yeah, so you guys I feel like some of you guys are getting a new opportunity. It might take a little longer than necessary. You might have to hold yourself back in some way, because I feel like you guys want to just like, like move towards it. Like, what is it? Like, tell me what it is. Kind of a situation. This is just coming through, so I'm going to say it. Like, there might be some delicate, if you guys are waiting to hear someone's pregnant, or if you're pregnant, there might be some delicate themes around this. Like, there could be a theme of, of assault. There could be, this could be like a one-night stand or something. So there could be discussions about whether or not, like, what you're going to do in this situation. You might be in a situation where you don't know your partner very well, but it feels kind of like fated, and fate to me, like, I don't really read the writing on these cards. Fate feels kind of non-negotiable. Pluto is an energy that feels very non-negotiable. So some of you guys, like, you could have been having a one-night stand or something with like this kind of night energy, because nights are not very stable, and they're in and out, and they're early on in their like overall developmental journey. So some of you guys might be making the decision not to move forward with your pregnancy, and it causes you a lot of grief and a lot of sadness. And you're deciding to focus on like building up a solid foundation, because foundation is kind of coming through here. And a lot of you guys are, you're just confused. You have a lot of options, and you're trying to make some kind of an option. And you are moving away from like unstable energy. This is pushing you towards being more like a stable in like your finances and your career. That's something that you're really going to start focusing on after this. So the energy that you guys are in is, we have 2 4s here. So I feel like you guys are stuck in a state of minutia for sure with the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. you are deliberating, you're weighing your options. I feel like this is a third party situation for a lot of you. It could be a third party situation like involving, sex and people, but it also could be like some of you guys are trying to make a decision in regards to your career, and maybe you need to leave your partner. Maybe you need to move and set up camp for your partner and to join you later. I don't necessarily feel like it's an ending of the relationship for like a lot of you guys. Because you guys are waiting for some kind of life-changing news. I feel like with the Eight of Wands, you're waiting for some kind of communication to come through. That so much is clear. And it's something that will transform your life with Pluto kind of coming through and in a direction that you want it to go with this fate. So yeah, I feel like you guys are ruminating. Like this is kind of, it's like going over and over in your head, but you're keeping your cards really close to your chest. You guys are coming off as this emperor wannabe with the Four of Pentacles, but I feel like that fake it till you make it, because this is the energy that you're supposed to be embracing, is like this King of Pentacles. And one thing with the earth signs, they actually have like fire planets, the sun and Mars, actually nestled within them, and you guys are ruled by the sun. So it is like it's taking the sun energy and just really, really grounding it. Not hard for Leo to do, because Leo is fixed fire. You guys are you are the fathers of the zodiac and mothers of the zodiac. Leo is that like divine father. Leo also rules sex that leads to children, so that's just something to be aware of as you progress through your life. So you are feeling betrayed, though. There is a lot of painful emotions here that I feel like come through with whatever this communication is, and you're feeling a lot of heartbreak. You're feeling a lot of betrayal here. And I feel like you're feeling more independent. There's something about you that just feels more independent this month. Like me, myself, and I, maybe you're feeling like you can't really depend on anybody else. And so maybe you guys are, you have some kind of anxiety. There's a new day coming. Like I literally just heard Celine Dion, a new day has come. So yeah, there is some kind of news coming in, and I feel like it's going to bring up grief and betrayal for you guys, but ultimately it might push you into this like more independent energy. So let me go ahead and start clarifying things, and then we'll see more about what's going on here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm struggling to shuffle this, and I'm asking like, what is this Ace of Swords? So we have the Magician and Judgment. A lot of times the Magician is a physician of some kind. So you guys could be hearing news from a doctor that's going to kind of turn your life upside down in one way or another. And in regards to this King of Wands, this sexual kind of activity. So what is this Ace of Swords doing here? Yeah, and it's going to bring up a choice. It's going to bring up a choice for you guys. King of Pentacles. So, and some of you guys, like, this has to do with your job, I feel like. And it's your job and a partnership. And so it's going to make you be very reflective. So some of you guys, you're like waiting to hear news on some kind of a job here. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Page of Swords. Okay. You're trying to like be above it. You guys have a very iced out energy a little bit in September. Maybe because you're afraid of judgment, it keeps coming out. And also because there is some kind of transition. There's also communications coming through. Don't forget that Leo is the higher self of Gemini. It's 3 from the 3rd house. You always count the house itself. And so with communication, I feel like there's a little bit of a warning to like use your high vibrational communication. Don't just be impulsive. I feel like you want to be impulsive, and you guys, I feel like you're always checking your inbox this month, or you're spying. You're doing like a lot of spying, a lot of snooping in order to try to find whatever information it is that you need. So what is the Knight of Wands here? Okay. Some of you guys, there is like secrecy and player energy that you guys are leaving in the past. Yeah, there's some of you guys are deciding to terminate a pregnancy. Hold on a second. Yeah, some of you guys are deciding to terminate a pregnancy or a secret relationship, secret sexual relationship. Maybe that you're having in the workplace with the High Priestess here. And some of you guys have been doing a lot of studying around how to get around this obstacle, but that's something that you're leaving in the past. Because maybe you're ready to take on, like, you guys are headed towards a big transition point, and I feel like you're having a lot of uncomfortable emotions. I feel like we've been seeing this with Leo. Like, it's been kind of building all summer, where you guys have had something on your mind, something that you've been ruminating about, some kind of situation where you're not really in your Leonine energy, you're not really feeling seen, you're not really feeling appreciated, and things are just, it seems like they're really, really coming to a head. You have your energy down here in the unseen, like you yourself. Okay, like I was getting this. Like it might take a little longer than you're expecting, and that could be, so just if you're waiting on hearing some kind of news and you're worried about this Five of Cups and, you know, this like anxiety, this betrayal energy, it could just take longer. Like that, this communication that you're going to hear from suddenly, it just could take longer, or there could be some kind of a waiting period. It could be like you having to hold yourself back. I really feel the energy of you having to check this like very impulsive nature that you have to go after whatever it is that you want, because you're trying to hold back some kind of storm. You're trying to hold back some kind of storm here. This is talking about your higher and lower natures. Your higher and lower natures are at play here, because I feel like you guys have a lot of shadow side energy that's coming up, but it's coming up for you to release it. It's coming up for you to release it and leave it in the past. You guys are becoming very aware. You're being like hyper observant of your own self, and like possibly some addictive patterning that has come through in the past. Oh, with the Hangman too. Yeah. So, some of you guys might have to move far away for a job. That's kind of what I'm getting. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles. You guys are in this very secretive energy. You really are. Why is the Three of Swords here? There's been some kind of sneaky behavior, and it could be coming from you guys, but also the energy of betrayal is something that I've been picking up on a lot of readings. So I don't know what is going on this month, but you could actually have some realization about a boss with the King of Pentacles, about their nature. It was a little bit amorphous to you. Yeah. There's some grief. There's some really painful emotions. We have the Five of Cups twice. I just, you know. And for some of you guys, this has to do with a pregnancy, with a surprise pregnancy, something that was like very unplanned. That's kind of what I'm getting with fate. There's something here that was like a bit unplanned, possibly secretive. Oh my gosh. And then the Empress is at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys, this pregnancy thing is really, really coming up. So some of you guys are really afraid of this news getting out that you are pregnant. There's a lot of emotions, a lot of very painful emotions. It is pushing you along in your journey. There's a lot that you're supposed to be learning from this. I feel like this is heavy hitting energy. Something's about to come out, and it is causing some kind of ending and new beginning to happen. This could be happening in the realm of your job, in your money, or your personal relationships, but it's almost like there was this secret that was trying not to come out. You guys have been holding something in for a while. It's been giving you guys a lot of anxiety, or somebody around you. This could be somebody around you. Some of you guys, flat out, some of you guys are dealing with a third party situation. There's secrets involved. Somebody accidentally gets pregnant, and then that news is revealed in some way, and it causes some kind of endings in your life. This was possibly a fated situation for this to come to light, if that is if that is what you're feeling. We have the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and the Page of Cups. Pages are children or messengers. So some of you guys, like, I'm really getting that energy of literally of children or messages. Some of you guys are getting some kind of news that's shaking up your entire existence. Judgment again, and the King of Wands just flipped upside down. So this is your totem. You guys, maybe there was a moment, or there's something going on here where you just haven't really felt in your power. I feel like I said, that's the energy that Leos have been dealing with, like, for the last, like, over the course of the last few months, is just not really feeling like you guys are in your power. So maybe you guys have done something that's very sneaky and could be, like, construed as some kind of a betrayal, but impotent. Like, you guys have been feeling very impotent. But Judgment is on the bottom of the deck again. We have Pluto up here. Judgment is the Pluto card. There's some kind of, like, repressed issue, repressed secret that's really, really coming out to light here. What is this that's coming to light? I just saw the Moon and then the Five of Swords. That's my answer right there. Again, there's some kind of self-destructive behavior. You guys are taking a look at your 12th house issues. Some of you guys, like, the 12th house deals with, like, isolated places. So I feel like some of you guys have been having a secret affair. That's just what I'm getting. But there's some kind of fear and burden. It's caused you a lot of burden and self-destructive issues that is coming to the surface. You'll have to defend yourself, I feel like, in some way. There could be a way that you have to defend your character in some way. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Yeah, a new beginning. So I feel like whatever this is, like, you guys have some kind of new beginning. It's going to be very sudden. Uranus is the energy of being very sudden. Sudden shift, sudden change. And you guys might have to travel. You might be, between two places. Like, a lot of you guys, this is news on a job, and you're going to have to move, possibly very quickly, and maybe you have to move away from your family, and you have a lot of, like, regret, but, I feel like actually it's going to be good for you. For those of you who, like, you're not doing anything, like, shady in that regard, like, you guys are waiting on some kind of news from a job that could possibly have you moving and start a new beginning. I think it's actually, like, this move, if you have to move away from your children and your family or something like that, it's going to be rejuvenating for you in some kind of a way. You're going to start, Stella's going to get her groove back. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like, focus on your career for sure. There is a new day coming. There's a new day dawning with this Knight of Swords. You're almost at the end of the cycle here. You have a lot of ideas. Definitely, like, possibly journal, but be very confident, like, out in the world, because I feel like there's something that's for you that's trying to come in, and that news is going to shake up your life. I feel like up until then, you just feel very, like, learned helplessness, Why is Fate here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Also, Judgment was just there again. Painful ending, betrayal. At work. Betrayal involving work. Or a painful ending regarding work. Why is the Knight here? Wow, there's a lot of intense emotions for you, Leo, this month. We have the Moon at the bottom of the deck here. So I just feel like you guys, you've been dealing with a lot kind of on your own. You've been keeping things to yourself. You have a lot of fears that are coming up. You're really, like, trying to take those things apart and make the best decision for yourself. I'm also getting Hasta energy here, which is the moon ruled nakshatra in the middle of Virgo, which is the hand. This is manifestation. So some of you guys, you have been manifesting this new opportunity. You've been manifesting it from the deepest recesses of your mind. You have taken steps to make this come about. And there is an ending coming. And maybe it doesn't even have to be all that painful. I feel like the pain in this case might be that it's so abrupt. you know? So maybe that's what's giving you some kind of anxiety. You know exactly what it is that you want. The universe is offering it to you. I feel like there's something about this. It's not going to come the way that you think. It might take a little longer than you think. You might need to look at this a little bit differently. But I do think something's trying to come through for you, Leo. I honestly do. I feel like you've manifested this. Again, Hasta is the energy of childbirth. So we just can't seem to get away from that. I'm so sorry if like it's bothering you, but clearly it needs to come up for somebody, you know. But there's a heavy energy of independence here. This is going to lead you to some kind of independent state. Being left out in the cold for some of you, moving away from emotions to have some kind of passionate new beginning. Some of you guys are really truly finding out that someone was pregnant and this involves a third party situation. Pregnancy is really just a new beginning. It's a new opportunity. And so if the pregnancy thing is not resonating, then it's probably like more this career new opportunity kind of a situation. You guys, if this is the pregnancy thing, will you please, if you feel comfortable to share, I would definitely want to know, because I feel kind of crazy. Queen of Wands. Whenever I get such specific messages. Yeah, you guys have to make some kind of plans in the future. And you might have to hold yourself back, because I feel like you just want to move forward, but there's a reason that it can't move forward. What is this betrayal that keeps coming up? It's a secret. Cool. Emperor. Has to do with like a boss, perhaps, looking out for their own interest. Yeah, misusing superiority, giving from a place of superiority, giving to two people. So again, we have cheating. That could be like, some of you guys are finding out that like your person has a family or something on the side. Oh, I'm so sorry if that is the case. That's just kind of what I'm getting. Or like they've been having an affair. They've been having a secret affair with someone. Might be younger, and they might, like, I don't know, they might be young, they might be beautiful, they might be somebody that this person works with that isn't in, honestly, like a relationship, and it could be something that they've been keeping a secret and giving to two people. Okay, so let me just pick this up. I will pull for your nakshatras so we can see how this energy is playing out for each of your nakshatras. If you guys are here from like Western astrology, that's totally fine. Divination, I think, is like really super fluid, and it's whatever, it builds our own intuition as to the things that we are kind of drawn to. But just know that the nakshatras, it's really like early Leo, middle Leo, and late Leo. If you don't know what nakshatra you are born in, that is okay. Let's see what is going on. So we have Magha Nakshatra and then Purva and Uttara Falguni in Leo. So let me just get... All right, so you guys are waiting for some kind of news to set you free. I feel like that's kind of, you might look kind of like a painful, weird ending. There's a lot of like tough emotions that are coming up because you're trying to push your way through to some kind of goal. That's something that's like, you're trying to move your way to your own victory. You're definitely laying down some kind of foundations. Relationships are front and center. But you guys are, there is some kind of new beginning. I feel like it's abrupt. I feel like it's honestly abrupt. That's coming through for everybody. So with Magha Nakshatra, the very first nakshatra in Leo, we have the Devil. So this could definitely heavily involve work. It could involve contracts. You could feel stuck and bound by some kind of contract, or you could be signing new contracts. Some of you could be bound in one way or another. For Purva Falguni, we have the Ten of Wands. So this is, again, it's like this energy of a painful ending. There's some kind of burdens. You guys could find yourselves like being really busy, but just know, again, with this transition point, and tens are the end of a cycle, there's something that's about to switch over. And I feel like it's faded. I feel like with the Knight, I'm almost getting like Knight. They have to do a lot of training, a lot of physical training. So it's almost like you're crossing the finish line though, with that energy. And also, like, maybe look at the way that you're carrying this burden. I always get that with the Ten of Wands. But then with Uttara Falguni, we have the Temperance card here. So we have two major arcanas coming out. And this is the Uttara Falguni. It's kind of coming out that, like, after a painful ending, you guys are trying to be more balanced. You're trying to be more yourselves. You guys are taking action to be the emperor kind of in your own life. And you are watching. There's something that you're watching, but you're holding yourself back. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting for a lot of people too. Saturn is also the energy of restriction. So I feel like all of you guys are kind of holding yourself back in some kind of way. There could be the energy of travel. There could be the energy, again, of like trying to get a hold on some kind of toxic behavior through meditation, something like that. But justice, I feel like justice is about to be served. So if you guys have been manifesting an opportunity, and like I said before, habits, your daily habits, getting your daily habits under control is something that's really been coming through for Leos. I feel like it's almost coming to a head. It's like all building up. Saturn exalts in Libra. Saturn is our karma, and we work out our karma through our personal relationships. And so I feel like whatever your daily habits, this is almost like leading up to some kind of, it's leading up to a head in some way or another. So, either you're going to become aware that you had an allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle. Some of you guys are finding out that your boss isn't who they said they were. They aren't who they pretended to be, and that they maybe didn't deserve your loyalty. So then you're just feeling trapped and stuck in the rat race in some way. But you're holding yourself back, and you're starting to make some kind of plan for yourself. So we have beggar and shapeshifter, confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. So yeah, some of you guys are just feeling stuck. You're feeling at the mercy of a job or a boss or something like that. Shapeshifter, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. So you guys are like, you're playing the game, you're adapting, you're shapeshifting in some kind of way, and you are... I feel like this is resilience. Like, it's showing up as like resilience. So that is what I have for you, Leo. I wish you guys the best of luck in September. Oh wait, victim. Prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Or shadow attribute, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity and ability to maintain personal boundaries. So I don't know if that was helpful. But yeah, I wish you guys the best of luck in September. I hope that you found this reading helpful and insightful. And yeah, I hope to see you guys again. Bye.